Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sajan. Today I'm going to show you how to scaffold a React application using Parcel 2. Okay, let's get started. So as you can see in my terminal, I'm in the desktop directory. I've created a folder called My React App. Inside that folder, I created a package.json file by using npm init-y. So now I'm going to install Parcel 2 package in my dev dependency. So that is npm install parcel --save dev. This is going to install the Parcel package inside my React app folder. Okay, now it's installed. Nice. Let's open up my VS Code. So if you see node modules and the package.json get updated with Parcel 2.2.1. Cool. Now we are going to install React package because it's a React project. We need the React package. So I'm going to install npm install React and React DOM. This is going to install in our dependency section because it's a dependent for our project, and yeah, we are going to use TypeScript, so obviously we need types for React and React DOM. So let's go and install that as well. React, this is the types for React and React DOM, and save --save dev. It's going to install in our dev dependencies because it's only required for the development purpose. Okay, cool. Now we have this. Alright, so this project is completely on TypeScript. So let's go and create our tsconfig.json file, where this is where you control your TypeScript behavior. So let's go and do that. Touch tsconfig.json. So it's going to create a tsconfig.json file. Now we need to tell our TS TypeScript compilers so what you have to do with this file. So first let's set our target to ES6, and module is going to be ES next. And yeah, JSX is really important because we are working on React JSX, and yes, module report to true so that we can import stuff. And the most important thing is we need to add include, because we want to tell what files you want to include during the compilation. Okay. So now I'm going to create a folder called src. This is a source folder. So we're going to keep all our React component files and HTML files and style files. Okay. So let's include that as well here. src. Okay. Now we have configured our TypeScript minimum configuration. It's done. So let's go and create a index.html file. Okay, it's a doc type, it's HTML, and title. I'm gonna name this as a React application. Nice. We need body, and then we need a div, pass an ID called root. So this is where our React scripts loads inside this div. So all the React components is going to be placed under this div component. I mean div element, sorry. Okay, nice. Now let's create our component file, in this case app.tsx file. So let's say export default function app and return div h3. Oops. h3 hello world. Nice. Okay, we have a simple component hello world, right? Now we need index.tsx file. This is where we have to tell React to render all of our components inside the div element, which is root. Okay, so let's create that as well. So let's import React DOM from React DOM package, and then import our app component from app, and then say React DOM.render, and then render it, and then say document.getElementById, and refer that root HTML div that we have created a few minutes ago. Cool, that's all we have to do here. Now the interesting part comes, Parcel. Now we want to bundle up this, right? We want to run this project. So what we are going to do is just say start, tell Parcel where to look for files. So in this case, I'm gonna say index.html source/index.html, and we can say dist directory. It's a dev directory because it's a development. We wanted to put all our compiled development version inside the dev folder, so that's what I'm telling Parcel to do. So this flag, this command, CLI commands, is all available in Parcel documentations. I've left the descriptions and the link, everything on in this video description. Please have a look if you want to learn more about this. And now I'm gonna say my development server port, which is 4200. Cool. All right, now one step we have to do. This is a really important step. So we need to tell our script inside our HTML. We need to tell where to load our component scripts. Like in this case, it's index.tsx file. So let's say source/index.tsx. Okay, we have informed this to Parcel. Now when you run this, it's gonna look for the index.txt file and compile and render it as a HTML. Okay, right. So let's go and try and run this application. Start. All right, so we have a issue. Okay, browser scripts cannot have imports or exports. Okay, this is it's true, because in this index.tsx file we are trying to importing packages and app components. So our HTML file and the script element doesn't know how to do this because it's browser. It doesn't know how to import and export stuff. So to enable import and export stuff, we need to pass a property called type. This is going to be a module. Okay. One thing here, if you see now it's compiled, it's good. But also there is one important thing, adding type module attribute also affects the loading behavior of the script, because classic scripts are render blocking, meaning the rest of the HTML document is not parsed until the script execution is complete. So module scripts are not render blocking. The execution is deferred until the HTML is fully parsed. This is something Parcel will automatically do it for us. It's really smart. Okay, so let's open it in our browser and see how it works. Okay, cool. Localhost 3200. Oh, see, our application is up and running. It's Hello World is here. That's nice. Cool. Now let's talk about how to include CSS files. Okay, I'm not going to include a simple CSS file. I'm going to create a SCSS file. It's a SAS file. It's a preprocessor for CSS. Okay, so let's create a folder called styles and create a file called main.scss. So basically, if you want to compile the SCSS file, you need a package called node.sas in order to compile this SCSS files and get the CSS file output. Right? This has been used in Webpack as well under the hood node.sas package. But in Parcel, we are not going to do any configuration. Parcel will automatically handle this for us. So let's see it in action. So I'm going to create a class called app, background color red, and then I'm going to add the class in our app component, app. Right? You will notice an interesting thing here. npm start. Come on. All right, because the Parcel have automatically installed the SAS under the hood, because I was running the development server. Every time if I make change, it's gonna recompile, so it's automatically installed. So now we have our app as a CSS file. Let's see. Okay, I know what went wrong. So we have to include our main.css file, because it's CSS file. It needs to know where to load the CSS file. All right. Yeah, it's compiled. Now it's up and running. Hopefully now it will work. See, yeah, there you go. It's working. It's compiled automatically without zero configuration, guys. It just compiled on its own, and everything was taken care of by Parcel. Okay. Now we have this CSS red background, which is cool. So now let's try to add a few more things, like for example SVG and GIF files or PNG. Let's see how to do this. Let's go back and say SVG download. Let's just Google some stuff. Free SVG with your icons. Let's say edit. I like this edit icon, so let's go and download this. Cool. This, and I'm going back to my application source, and I'm gonna create a folder called assets and paste it here. And I'm just gonna rename this edit. Nice. And we can also download a simple GIF file. Sample GIF file. I'm just googling it. Some GIF files. Let's see this butterfly. Let's see how this works. Is it flying? Yeah, it's animating. Okay, it's just a GIF file. Nice. Let's copy this. Save this image to downloads. Go back, copy this GIF, come back and paste it here. So now we have this GIF. Okay, let's name it Let's keep it as butterfly, that's fine. Okay, let's go and try to load these two files in our app component. First, let's load our edit icon, which is SVG from asset/edit.svg. Okay, now our TypeScript complaining because this edit icon is not a module because it cannot find a module. Okay, so what we can do is go to gsconfig and add a custom types here. So before we do that, we need to declare this as a module. So I usually do this way. It's a lot cleaner in my opinion. So we know what we are declaring. So declare module star.svg. So notice we have declared our SVG as a module, but still TypeScript compliance. That's because we have to tell TypeScript to load our custom.d.ts file. So once you've done that, the error is gone because now TypeScript knows that this is a module file. Okay, nice. So let's go and create image tag and tell source pass edit icon. Nice. Okay, there's an icon already loaded in the browser. It is too big, so let's reduce the size. Yeah, in our CSS file, let's say image with 1 rem. There you go, we have our edit icon. So let's style a bit because I like to style a bit. 1 rem, display flags, item center, display content center, and then provide a margin left 0.6 rem. Cool. And also we can just color our text to white. Okay, nice and good looking hello world with the edit icon. Okay, that's nice. So now we have successfully loaded our SVG file. Now let's try to load this butterfly GIF. Okay, so it's going to throw the same error because it's also not a module anymore, because we need to define a model. But let's try this. Let's say butterfly. Fly from asset/butterfly.gif. Okay, it's going to comply. It's going to comply because there's no module here. So let's say let's go to ts.config, custom.d.ts file and declare this GIF. Okay, now the error should be gone. Yeah, it's gone. Now let's do the same thing. Let's use the image tag and do the same like how we did it in the edit icon. Okay. Okay, just maybe butterfly. Let's call this as butterfly. Nice. Okay, now see declining. That's because Parcel doesn't know how to transform this GIF file because it's some image file. It doesn't know how to do this. So this is where it comes. There's Parcel has introduced something called parcel.rc file. So this parcel.rc file will actually help to override the default transformation plugin under the Parcel. Okay, so natively it will allow us to load any file format we want. So this is called @parcel transformer-raw. It's a raw file. So let's try to do that. Okay, let's create a .parcel rc file. Okay, we wanted to extend external default configuration from Parcel, that is parcel/config default, if I remember. Yeah. And we have to tell transformers going to be for this case it's going to be star.gif. So any GIF format will use a Parcel transformers raw plugin. Okay, so in this case parcel/transformers-raw. So it's a transformer, I think. Yeah, it's not transformers, it's transformer-raw. And now it's complaining why Parcel RC must I'm going to restart my server, so just a moment. Yeah, it's just some problem, but it's fine now. It's loading. To refresh, you see there's a butterfly animation is on the screen. It's solved. It's trying to load. Another way to do this is just there is one more way I can show you in a bit. I'm gonna delete this file. Okay, now our error will come back again. See, because I have deleted it. There's another way that you can tell Parcel to load from the URL. So all you have to do is just type URL colon and the path of the file. It's going to do the same. It's going to load the image and render it in the browser. It's also pretty neat and cool stuff. Alright, now we have successfully created our React projects without using any configuration, without doing any configuration, or without installing any dependencies, etc. Just using Parcel, and we created our scaffolding. We created our project from scratch. Okay, it's nice, and now we have to do a build setup, because so far we are doing a development setup. It's our application is running on 4200 in development mode. Now we wanted to build a production code. So what I'm going to do is build and simply tell Parcel to build the file path, and also need to define our folder where to put our production code. In this case, I'm going to call this as a build folder. You will see the build folder will be created like the development one, and yeah, let's go and try run build. Okay, there's an error because obviously this is from the index.js file, because what happens is every package.json file has a main file. This is kind of an entry file. Mostly this would be more useful when you are building a library or something like that, like a design library or node modules or something like that. When you're building it, you probably defining your main entry file. But in this example, our main entry file is for Parcel is index.html. So it doesn't know what is index.js file. So if you try to put index.html, it's not going to like it. But let's going to try, because it's not valid type. Yes, see, because it's supposed to be a .js file or a mustache template or some CJS files. Okay, so let's see. This also says the same thing. The main field meant for libraries. If you mean to output a .html file, either remove the main field or choose a different target name. So in this case, I'm going to remove the main field because we don't need this. We just need an HTML. That's our app. So let's go and try to build one more time. Success. It's built our project successfully. And if you see our build folder, we have our asset, SVG, GIF, and CSS, CSS map, JS file, JS map, and index.html file. It's all created, but one problem I'm seeing here, I don't like map files because I don't want them in the production code. So this can be easily done by providing one more flag called no source maps. If you give this command, and I'm going to delete this build folder for now and going to run it again. Okay, now I've rerun it. Now you see only it contains .js file, minified version, minified CSS, and minified HTML, all the stuff. It's cool. It's all created. Nice. Okay, it's pretty cool. So let's try our app in the build. Let's try to run our build folder. Okay, for this we need a simple HTTP server. So I'm going to install HTTP server package. Okay. So this allows us to fire up our server from inside the build folder. Okay, so I'm going to build directory and say HTTP server dot. See, our server is running. It's running inside the build folder. It's localhost 8080. Yeah, and let's say localhost 8080. Well, see, our application is up and running on localhost 8080. It's a build folder. That's it. Our build is working fine, and you can also see the log here. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, now we have successfully built our project. And if you want to do one more trick, for example, in Webpack, if you run your dev server, it will automatically open up your browser, default browser. You can also do the same thing in Parcel by following a flag called open. It will open a default browser. Okay, so yeah, that's about it, guys. This is really cool package. I would strongly recommend you to go and read more about Parcel in their website. They have plenty of information there. If you are already using Parcel 1 version, they have a very good documentation how to migrate to Parcel 2. This is really amazing tool, guys. See, all our dependencies as just Parcel. That's it. So once you add SCSS file, Parcel will automatically install this transformer SAS package. It's pretty neat. We don't have to do any configuration. It's just gonna install it for you, and it will automatically compile it for you. It's really neat and well developed library, in my opinion, guys. So if you want more information, I have updated the description of this video. You can find all the links related to Parcel, everything. So yes, guys, that's it for this tutorial, and thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon.